The year 1947 marked the end of British colonial rule in India, but it also brought about one of the largest mass migrations in human history. The Indian subcontinent, once united under the British Raj, was divided along religious lines, giving birth to two new nations, India and Pakistan. This partition, while intended to quell religious tensions, instead ignited them, leaving a legacy of pain, displacement, and deep-seated mistrust. Millions found themselves on the wrong side of the newly drawn borders, leading to widespread communal violence and unspeakable atrocities. The hasty nature of the partition, coupled with the sheer scale of the population transfer, resulted in chaos and bloodshed. The wounds of partition ran deep, shaping the destinies of both India and Pakistan for decades to come. The trauma of those tumultuous times continues to cast a long shadow on the relationship between the two nations. The partition sowed the seeds of future conflict, particularly over the fate of the princely state of Kashmir. This unresolved issue would become the most potent symbol of the enduring animosity between India and Pakistan, a conflict that continues to simmer even today. At the heart of the India-Pakistan conflict lies the beautiful and strategically important region of Kashmir. This region, often referred to as paradise on earth due to its stunning natural beauty, has been a flashpoint for tension and violence for over 7 decades. Both countries claim the region in its entirety, but each controls only a part. The line of control, a de facto border, divides the region into areas administered by India and Pakistan. India administers the majority of the former princely state, including the Kashmir Valley, Jammu, and Ladakh. These areas are home to a diverse population, including Hindus, Muslims, and Buddhists, each with their own unique cultural heritage. Pakistan, on the other hand, controls Azad Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. These regions, while less populated, are strategically significant due to their location and natural resources. This division, a direct consequence of the 1947 partition, has been a source of constant friction and has led to 3 major wars between the two countries. The first war broke out in 1947-48, immediately after the partition, setting the stage for decades of conflict. The Kashmir dispute is rooted in the circumstances surrounding the partition itself. The hurried and chaotic division of British India into India and Pakistan left many issues unresolved, with Kashmir being the most contentious. The Hindu Maharaja of Kashmir, Hari Singh, initially hesitated to join either India or Pakistan, hoping to maintain his state's independence. His indecision created a power vacuum that both nations sought to fill. However, faced with an invasion by Pashtun tribesmen from Pakistan, he acceded to India in exchange for military assistance. This decision was pivotal as it brought Indian troops into the region and escalated the conflict. This accession, however, was conditional on a referendum to be held in Kashmir, allowing the Kashmiri people to decide their own future. The promise of a plebiscite was intended to give the people of Kashmir a voice in determining their own destiny. This promised referendum, however, has never been held, much to Pakistan's chagrin. The absence of this plebiscite has been a major point of contention and has fueled ongoing disputes and unrest in the region. India argues that the subsequent elections held in Indian-administered Kashmir have validated its claim. These elections, according to India, reflect the will of the people and their desire to remain part of India. Pakistan, however, maintains that these elections were neither free nor fair, and that the Kashmiri people have been denied their right to self-determination. This disagreement over the legitimacy of the elections continues to be a major sticking point in the dispute. The Kashmir dispute, therefore, remains a major obstacle to any lasting peace between India and Pakistan. The region's future continues to hang in the balance, with both nations holding firm to their claims and the people of Kashmir caught in the middle of this protracted conflict. Adding fuel to the already volatile situation in Kashmir is the presence of armed militancy. Since the late 1980s, various militant groups have emerged in Indian-administered Kashmir, fighting for either complete independence or merger with Pakistan. These groups, often operating from within the civilian population, have carried out numerous attacks against Indian security forces and civilians, leading to a heavy military presence in the region. India accuses Pakistan of providing material and logistical support to these militant groups, a charge Pakistan vehemently denies. The presence of these militant groups, regardless of their external support, has resulted in a cycle of violence and counter-violence, with both sides accusing the other of human rights violations. The civilian population of Kashmir, caught in the crossfire, has borne the brunt of this conflict. The situation escalated in 2019 when India revoked Article 370 of its constitution, which had granted special status to Jammu and Kashmir. This move, while welcomed by some, was met with widespread protests and a crackdown by Indian security forces. The international community expressed concern over the situation, further straining relations between India and Pakistan. Section 4. Political chessboard: trade, diplomacy and strategic maneuvering. Beyond the battlefields and militant hideouts, the India-Pakistan conflict also plays out on the political and diplomatic stage. This arena is just as critical, if not more so, in shaping the future of both nations. Both countries have frequently used trade and diplomatic relations as tools to exert pressure on the other. Trade embargoes, tariffs and restrictions are often employed as strategic moves in this ongoing chess game. Trade between the two nations, though hampered by political tensions, has the potential to bring economic benefits to both sides. The exchange of goods could foster a sense of interdependence, which might pave the way for more stable relations. However, the flow of goods across the border remains hostage to the political climate, often subject to sudden disruptions and embargoes. These interruptions not only affect the economies but also the livelihoods of people dependent on cross-border trade. Diplomatic relations between the two nuclear-armed neighbours have also been marked by periods of thaw and frost. High-level meetings and summits are often followed by long stretches of silence and hostility. While both sides acknowledge the need for dialogue, talks have often broken down due to a lack of trust and accusations of insincerity. Confidence-building measures are frequently proposed but rarely implemented. The 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, which India blamed on Pakistan-based militants, dealt a severe blow to the peace process, leading to a prolonged period of diplomatic isolation. This tragic event underscored the fragility of the peace efforts. The strategic importance of Kashmir further complicates the situation. This region is not just a territorial dispute, but a symbol of national pride and identity for both countries. Its location at the crossroads of South Asia, Central Asia and China makes it a geopolitical hotbed. Control over Kashmir offers significant strategic advantages, making it a highly contested area. The presence of the Indus River, a lifeline for both India and Pakistan, adds another layer of complexity to the conflict. Water resources are crucial for agriculture, drinking water, and energy production. Both countries accuse each other of violating water-sharing agreements, further fueling tensions. The Indus Waters Treaty, though a landmark agreement, is often tested by the growing demands and environmental changes in the region. Section 5. The Water's Edge, a constant source of contention. The Indus River, originating in the majestic Himalayas and flowing through the heartlands of both India and Pakistan, is a vital resource for the entire region. This river, with its vast network of tributaries, sustains millions of lives and livelihoods, providing water for drinking, agriculture and industry. The Indus Waters Treaty, signed in 1960, governs the sharing of its waters between the two countries. This treaty, often cited as one of the most successful international agreements, has managed to survive numerous conflicts and political upheavals over the decades. However, despite this landmark agreement, disputes over water usage and dam construction have been a recurring source of tension. The construction of new dams and water diversion projects often leads to heated debates and protests, highlighting the fragile nature of this agreement. India, as the upper riparian state, controls the headwaters of the Indus and its tributaries. This geographical advantage allows India to undertake various water management projects, which sometimes cause concern in Pakistan. Pakistan, heavily reliant on the Indus for its agriculture, is wary of any Indian project that could potentially restrict its water supply. The river is the lifeline for Pakistan's agrarian economy, and any perceived threat to its flow is met with significant apprehension. The construction of dams and hydropower projects by India has often been met with protests from Pakistan, which fears that India could use its control over the river to exert political pressure. These projects, while beneficial for India's energy needs, are seen as potential tools of coercion by Pakistan. The Indus Waters Treaty, while hailed as a successful example of transboundary water cooperation, has come under increasing strain in recent years. The growing demands for water, coupled with political tensions, have tested the resilience of this agreement. Climate change, with its potential to alter river flows, has added another layer of uncertainty to the already fragile situation. The melting glaciers in the Himalayas, which feed the Indus, are causing fluctuations in river levels, further complicating water management efforts. The water issue, therefore, remains a potential flashpoint in the already tense relationship between India and Pakistan. As both nations continue to navigate their complex relationship, the management of the Indus River will undoubtedly play a crucial role in shaping their future interactions.